Hey YouTube, what's going on? Curtis Obst over here at Premium Outfitters USA, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the Aero Precision Atlas S1 handguard. And for this video, we actually have an almost complete upper receiver that is being built for my brother. This thing is pretty sweet. So this is the first time I actually got my hands on the Atlas S1 on an assembled upper to get a feel for it. The only thing that I haven't got to do with this one yet is actually go and test fire it and see just how awesome the ergonomical features of this handguard are in practical application real time. The reason we haven't got to test it yet is this is a 300 blackout that we're doing, and Call Valley Precision, we're waiting on our linear compensator for this to get the pressures outside of the handguard. So we are running an Odinworks adjustable gas block in here, and if you look on Odin's website, it's going to say that they are not recommended for use on pistol applications. This is a 300 blackout. Now, if I were to run a 5.56 on a pistol system, the pressures would be far, far greater. The pressure on a 300 blackout on a pistol system is less than that on a 5.56 on a carbine system. I am not recommending you to use this yet. Wait until the testing is done, but this should work just fine on this in particular pistol setup. So, what's my opinion on this thing? We're going to unbox one here in just a second too, so you can see what all is in there, all the parts, how to put it together, how to assemble it. And the reason I say that is because the Atlas series, not just the S1, but the Aero Precision Atlas series, uses something very unique that we haven't seen on many uppers before, and what it is this ratcheting system here. So there's actually a ball in here on a spring that pushes against this gear here. I forget the technical term for this type of screw. And basically what you have is a reverse thread and regular thread on these other two pieces. And as you tighten that down, they squeeze in and lock this in place. 11 to 12 inch-pounds is plenty for this right here. Now, the rest of the handguard, so the S1 series, they've cut this part out, and it's got a nice, I'm going to try to get this on camera for you folks. There's a nice little finger grooves in there, and if you look up here, you've got like a hand stop, and back here you have essentially a hand stop on the top side. And of course, we put one down below. So in this specific one, 2 fingers here, 1 finger here, bring the finger around, you can put it wherever you want on here and give you some extra stability on that forward press to help mitigate that recoil and that muzzle rise. Now, I love it. I really do love it. It's super thin in comparison to many of the other handguards on the market. See if you can see down in there. It's very hard to see. However, this gas block barely clears inside of this handguard. So, what do we got in the box? In the box, we've got, of course, the handguard, and it does have foam pieces on it to keep it from bouncing around, keep it safe in the shipping. And then you've got the mounting hardware. And in the mounting hardware, you're going to have what you'd have in, your normal handguard kit. You're going to have your barrel nut. You're going to have some shims in here. The one we put together had 5 shims in it. We used 4. I believe this one here is going to have, they should all have 5 shims in them. You've got your dedicated barrel nut wrench for this barrel nut. It is not going to work with your normal armorer's wrench. Will not work with this. And of course, inside there we've got the 2 wedges and the threaded piece that allows it to ratchet and lock and secure the handguard to the upper receiver. Something I do want to mention about this handguard before you guys go and order one, because yes, it is sweet. It's super thin. It's super lightweight. But one thing that you do need to take into consideration is the way this thing works. So, not only does it have that cam lock down here on the bottom, but it also wraps around the upper receiver. So if you can see right here, this piece of metal is actually over the upper receiver, which is pretty sweet. It keeps it gives it another level of security for anti-rotation of the handguard. The thing that is an issue about that is on your billet upper receivers. On a billet upper receiver, the dimensions are not the same as a forged upper receiver. They're a little bit thicker in certain places. That being said, the Atlas series handguards will not work with a billet upper receiver. So that is something that you're going to have to take into consideration if you decide to build something like this. Now, if you really like the one we've got here, I'll tell you a little bit about the parts. We've got a Magpul Mbus Pro up front. We're probably going to run an Mbus Pro on the rear. That's still to be determined. We've got a UDC from Strike Industries. Super easy install. Basically, you pull back on a lever, throw it in, snaps into place, and make sure your spring's in the right place as well so that there's the tension on the door. For a charging handle, we have the Strike Industries Ambi latchless. And the reason this one looks bigger is it has both ISO tabs, one on each side, which gives it a bigger face to grab onto. It's also got a Strike Industries forward assist. So basically we did Strike upper parts, Aero upper, and then we've got the S1 handguard here in 9-inch. We've got the Odin key mod forward grip or angle grip. It's just going to be a fun little gun. It really is. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm sure you guys want to know about the technical specifications, and I will go ahead and drop those on screen for you real quick. Very light handguard. You've got all your options available. You can run, all the different lengths, 7, 9, 12, 15, key mod, M-lock, FDE, black. It's all up to you and what you want to run. So if you want a awesome, super thin, lightweight, streamlined, super comfortable, ergonomic style, I mean, this thing is just sweet. I don't know, I think I found a new handguard that I'm going to have to put together for myself on something here. This thing's just too sweet. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can grip this comfortably. If you look here, I got my pinky around here, and I'm all the way up front here. And the reason it's okay on this specific one to go all the way through like this, where normally you'd have some sighting issues, is because of that being lower. If you look, my thumb isn't going to be anywhere near that sight picture. So if that's something you guys have issues with, I know I've seen posts in some of the groups where guys are talking about how do I get my thumb, out of the image. This handguard might be the answer for you. Instead of going and changing up your optics, changing up things like that. It might be as simple as a handguard change and you're taken care of. So if you guys are interested in any of these handguards or anything like that, feel free to reach out, premiumoutfittersusa.com. We are a direct dealer for Aero Precision. Anything that they carry, we can get for you. If you have any other technical questions, feel free to check us out on Facebook or any of our other social media accounts. And if you guys like our videos, like the content we're putting together for you, drop a like and a subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when we release new videos. We're trying to put out at least one video a week, and the new website is still under construction. We've been making a lot of progress there. And yeah, lots to come, folks. And hopefully we can get the country open back up, start doing gun shows, and start taking care of all you guys again. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. God bless, and have a wonderful night.